Well, hello everyone. I hope that your day is going absolutely amazing whenever this video finds you. If you're new here, hi, hello. My name is Alyssa. It is so incredibly nice to meet you. I hope that you'll consider subscribing and hanging out with us. And if you are not new here, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to today's video. I am so excited. So this video is a collab with the Dash of Sun PR team. So we are all usually using a Dash of Sun kits. I believe I'm the only one using something slightly different. This is actually a kit that I purchased last year. Due to the way that mail was last year, I got this a little late for Valentine's Day. So I actually held on to it for a year and planned on using it this year. And then when we kind of came together and we're like, you know what, let's do a collab for Valentine's Day. I was like, I've got a kit. I've been waiting to use it. Let's do it. And I'm so excited. So mine is just slightly different from theirs. They have a newer format. I have last year's format, but honestly, it's just as gorgeous. And I was able to find some amazing florals to work with it. So I was super excited. But I also wanted to share the PR girls on the team. I'm going to have all of their information. If they have an Instagram or YouTube, I'll have that down below. But the team is, we have, of course, Dash of Sun, the owner, Chelsea. We also have Canada Planner Girl. Alys is part of this collab. Also Cassie, and hers is a Sweet Like Honey Plans. And then Lisa, which is Moon Prism Planner. And then Plans with Brit, which is obviously Brit. And then Kayla, which is a Pretty Planner Pages. That is the team, and we are all answering the same group of questions. So if you're on my Instagram, then you would have seen me go ahead and ask for a bunch of questions. I got a ton of questions. A lot were very specific to my wedding. So if you asked a question about my wedding, don't worry, I've held them aside. I am going to be doing a video on my next, like a Q&A on my next video as well. And that'll specifically be for wedding and wedding planning. We are officially, as of today, so this is Thursday. So by the time you see this, it'll be 51 days. We're 53 days today to flying out for my wedding. And I am so incredibly excited. So a lot of this video will essentially be me answering questions. I'm going to try and pop in and share what's going on the screen. But if you have any specific questions that I don't quite address, don't worry, let me know and I can totally get back to you. I know some of you guys have asked if I can slow down when showing the sticker kits. I do speed up my videos, so I'm going to make a mental note for the next video that I film, which won't be next week. It'll be the week after. Right now, we seem to be doing every other week just because it's so crazy with school and everything. And I will make a point just to kind of slowly wiggle instead of doing it so quickly. So let's jump into the questions while I lay down this base. All right, so the very first question is, any Valentine's Day traditions? Do I have Valentine's Day traditions? Not really. We kind of just go for dinner. Lately, the last 2 years, it's been like ramen. When we lived with my parents, it was a place called, well, last year we just ordered in, but it was a place called, not Kinton, it was, they changed their name, but it was a place close to where I used to work. This year we actually went to a place called Boku around our new home, and that is just over in the Stilly district. If you hear like pulling, Natty's got a treat that's keeping her busy, but it's a little bit noisy. It's not easy keeping a puppy busy while you're trying to film and do a voiceover. But, so yeah, it's not really a tradition. I guess we always do like coffee or tea after. So this year we went to, I think it's Cacao 94, or 64 or something like that, which is right down the alleyway from Boku. And we just grabbed like a tea and a hot chocolate and we kind of just did that, but like nothing too crazy. I don't know. We celebrate Valentine's Day, but we kind of just make it like a go for dinner thing. We tend to celebrate our anniversary a little bit more, which is so weird to think that that's changing because our, like, I don't know, engagement anniversary and our dating anniversary are kind of the same day, but then it's now changing to April because we're getting married. So yeah. Okay. So favorite love song. I don't even know. I haven't given it a lot of thought. Like, we haven't even picked out our wedding song. I've picked out our March song, like a procession song for our wedding. However, it's kind of a mashup of like Rascal Flatts. It's got Christina Perri's 1,000 Years in there. That's a song that actually means a lot to me. It's not a love song that I really kind of put together with love. For those who don't know, I don't think I share this often. I'm a trained vocalist. So that is actually a song that I sing for my grandfather's funeral. My mom's father, and it doesn't evoke that like loving kind of like love song feel. It's just a different type. I didn't sing it as is. I reworked some of the words to it when it was time for me to sing it for his funeral. But I don't know. I haven't thought about this. I don't know if I have a favorite love song. I have like favorite songs, and I guess some of them like are around love, but I wouldn't really like connect them. We have to really sit down and pick out our wedding song. We're just so different in like musical interest. He's like heavy metal, like hanger, like banger. Like Nathan used to have a mohawk type of thing. We would not have dated if we were in high school. That's true. But I'm more like Backstreet Boys. Like, I like vocalists. I like people who can sing. I really tend to gravitate towards really good voices because I trained for so long. So I have a huge appreciation for it, but I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Maybe I'll answer it in my next one. We'll talk, he and I. Okay. What is the destination both you and your partner want to travel to? We both want to go to Japan, I think for different reasons. He is really big into anime. I am really big just into food. I'm really big into food. I like different cultures. I do travel a lot. I used to travel a couple times a year until he and I met. For a while there, he wasn't able to travel because he hadn't had his PR. And then as soon as he got his PR, we went to England. And then 2 weeks later, we went into lockdown. So we really haven't been able to travel together. We are talking about Paris for our honeymoon. We're going to fly into London, do England with his family and celebrate our wedding with his family shortly after our wedding. And then we're going to go to Paris. But he is not a fan of the Parisians because he's English. That's what he says. He's just like, I don't know, like French people and English people just don't get along. And I hear it, I guess. We'd like to go to Thailand. That's a big one for us. But he keeps saying that I probably won't be able to eat there because I've just got so many different like allergies and stuff. That's a big one for me. Again, food. Like I'd love to go. So I do want to I want to do Thailand, I want to do Singapore. And those are like the ones that are kind of on our radar. Will we do it before we have a kid? I don't know. We'd like to, but it really kind of depends on timing, I suppose. All right. So favorite Valentine's Day special day memory. I don't know if I particularly have like a favorite Valentine's Day memory. Valentine's Day has just been really chill for us. However, he did propose to me a week after Valentine's Day, not because of Valentine's Day, just because of our, I don't know. Not last Valentine's Day, the Valentine's Day before, we actually flew into England and landed Valentine's Day morning. We flew out on the 13th, landed on the 14th. I guess that one, we got to spend that one kind of in a different country. We got to spend it with his family, his parents, which was super sweet. His mom gave us snacks and socks and really cute things. So I would say that one was really fun, but I think my favorite memory comes a week later when he proposed, and that was in King's College. In Cambridge in England. That's a very special thing, and I guess I kind of associate with Valentine's Day week because fun fact, Nathan thought our anniversary was on the 20th and he proposed on the 20th, and he swears up and down that that's the day that we started dating, but this planner girl wrote down the day that we were official. It is the 21st, and he doesn't write anything down, so he was wrong. Okay, let's take a quick break and see what's going on the screen. So I have laid down my base. I have used some really cute dividers from Alys Craft Shop. And then the florals that I'm using in this kit are a mix from Simply Beautiful Plants and from Letters to Apollo. There's two different sets that I'm using. It's the green set, I believe it's Whimsical, and then it's the green set, and it's the pink set as well. I have a couple shades of both, so I pulled those out. I'm also decorating my little kind of area here. For those of you who are new, this is not something that I created. This is something that Rachel from Gathered Plants, I believe, started doing in Shantae Plans, putting the month in the corner. I love it. I love what it adds to my whole thing. And this really cute little hanging box is from Sadie Stickers and Shantae Plans collab. And I used some little Giving Girl pieces and then also some little mandalas from Honey Inked. And the February script is from Alys Craft Shop as well. And that washi, by the way, that long washi is also from Alys Craft Shop too. And if you're wondering, those little tiny thin dividers are from Dash of Sun. They are my fave. I haven't pulled them out as much because I'm running low and I'm saving them for very specific kits. but I actually have to order more. I also want to order something from her too. Recently, there was a kit that I wanted to order and I keep forgetting to pop that in. It's also because I'm technically on a no spend. I did promise myself that I would do PR related orders. That way I can kind of keep that going. But I haven't really been ordering too much just because I promised Nathan that before March 7th, I would keep my spending low until we pay our wedding. And our wedding is actually fully going to be paid off March 7th, which is very exciting. So then I can kind of like breathe and kind of do my thing again. Oh, by the way, as you can see, I didn't go ahead and pause for a musical interlude. I know this is going to be a fairly long video, but I do have quite a few questions that were submitted to all of us, so I wanted to get through them all. So that is it for my planner for now. Let's jump back into the questions. Let's see. Are you and your partner similar or opposite? If no, if no partner, which would you like for them to be? I guess it's because I think not all of us are with somebody. I actually thought we all were dating someone. I don't know. We're opposite. We're similar in some ways, but also incredibly opposite. I'm a pick up after myself kind of person. Most times, unless it's planner related, I do tend to create little piles for my planner stuff, but that's just because it's my desk. But I do go back usually and like tidy and clean. Nathan will like have a chocolate bar, and then we have this really cute tray on my ottoman if you've ever seen my Instagram stories, and he likes to put his like chocolate wrappers on there because he's eating a couple of them and then doesn't throw them out at the end of the night. And I know this is something he's picked up, and this is something that drives me, I kid you not, bonkers. I've got a puppy and she gets into everything and I keep giving him crap for it. I feel bad. But I gotta stay on his case. I've got a puppy. I don't need your token on things. But he's doing a little better with it. It's just, he's like that and I'm just not like that. I'm also like, when I get into a mode of cleaning, I have to clean. He likes to like sit down and I'm like, can you do the floors? And he'll like, okay. And then it's like, he'll sit back down. I was like, but can you also like mop the floors? Like that was like an all encompassing thing. And he's like, yeah, I can do it in a bit. I was like, no, like, can you do it now? Like I have been cleaning for about 4 hours today. I cleaned the bathroom. I cleaned my entire condo top to bottom, took apart my kitchen, cleaned it all up, put everything back together. Like it's so bright and clean in here. Whereas he likes to take his time. Once I start, I'm starting and I'm not finishing. Like I did laundry, I did the floors, I did the carpet, I did everything. Poor Natty's like, that's why she was out of sorts. It's because I kind of blocked her off from her favorite area, which is our living room. And she just was not a happy camper. And so now she's chilled out. But for a while there, she was like, Mom, not a fan. He's very different than that. I am very positive. I find like negative Nellies don't do well for me in my mental health. I like to generally think positively. I feel like if you like put that out into the world, then like that's what you're going to get back. Whereas he's like very glass half empty. So we have these conversations in the car of like, I need you to like not come to that conclusion right off the bat. Not everyone is awful. Not every situation is the worst. I need you to like problem solve. And that's another thing too that we're very different. It's like I will problem solve and fix something, whereas he'll just be like, oh well, it's screwed. And it's like, but no, it's not. Like let's figure this out. So that's kind of where I am. And that's just because I have a degree in forensics, and I'm finishing off a gerontology degree in healthcare. So like I'm just that person, and he's not. He says it's because he's English, which I think is untrue. But he's very half empty and I'm very half full. How else? I like to make a big deal of things. I like when I'm going out, I'm going to look nice. I'm going to do something. He just like, yeah, he throws on a shirt and it's like, no. That's another big one. But in like all respects, I'm just as bad oppositely. Like I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. But when we come together, we're two very silly people who are always doing stupid stuff and making each other laugh. So we kind of balance each other out and kind of try to find each other in the middle, which is really important, I think. So well, that was a very long explanation for that one simple question. So we are opposite, but we balance each other out, if that makes sense. If there's a little bit of feedback, I do have my washing machine going. I'm on my last load. I'm cleaning Natty's blankets. But it's on, like it's finishing out. So you might just hear it like whir in the background. Okay. So the next question is, what is your definition of love? I saw this question and I was like, I don't know if it's like a single definition. I think it's a myriad of things. Personally, there's different forms of love. There's different types of love. I love my parents one way. I love my best friends one way. And I have no problem saying to my friends, like, I love you, because it's a different type of love. I'm very open like that. As much as people like to believe that I'm very standoffish, I can be. Unless you know me, then I'm like open and here you go, right? I kind of like, it's either like I'm either shut down or I'm just too open. So it's like I don't communicate or communicate at all. There's no middle ground there. I think it's that feeling of like being able to be open and yourself and being able to be vulnerable with a person, and really in moments where that person needs to be put first, seeing that and recognizing that and being able to put that person first before yourself. That's personal to me. I am someone who does generally tend to put friends and family first. It's, again, healthcare. It's why I'm in that field. I also don't love willingly. I'm very closed off with it. So I am very friendly, but there are very few friends and family that I will be that, like, I love all my family, but there's not many that I can say like I'm completely open to. But I think there's like a balance and a fine line with how, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. It's that feeling, of like utter trust and utter, like, I would do what I can to help you. And if it means in the moment putting you first, I have no problem doing that. That's my definition of love. But I also think that needs to be reciprocated in order for me to fully love a person like that and be like, in a moment where I need you to also be able to, do that for me. And then we go back to like the whole, like, different ways of love, like how I show love. I show love obviously through acts of service, as we just saw. And I feed. I really like to feed people. I express my love through food. What makes me happy, I think it's because I can't eat a lot of things. I like making Nathan dinner. I like making dinner for my family. I like, baking cookies. I like, picking up snacks that I know he'll enjoy. Like, I'm that person. It's kind of a mix of like acts of service and showing expression through food and love through food. However, I'm not the same. I'm not, for me, like, to show me, like, I don't know, my definition of, not my definition, but like my, the way to show me you love me is words of affirmation is a big one for me. And I think that comes down to like a lot of my old insecurities. Like, if you told me that I was doing great, like, I really, really feel like I'm doing great, which is why I'm such a feedback sponge. I love feedback. Feedback makes me so happy. And like, don't really buy me gifts, but gifts make me uncomfortable. They make me incredibly uncomfortable. As much as like I enjoy them, I don't enjoy receiving them. It stresses me out and I feel like I have to act a certain way, and it's very stressful for someone like me with anxiety. So just like words of affirmation, because I really do trust people I love in what they're saying to me, which is not good when you're as naive as I am. So yeah, that's like my, I guess, definition of love. Okay, let's look at the planner. Okay, so on Monday, it was Valentine's Day. Nathan made us reservations at Boku. I actually worked, which is kind of okay. My Valentine's Day script is from Alyssa Craft Shop. I used some little hanging hearts, dangly hearts from Paper Trail Plants, and then I also used a floral from Simply Beautiful Plants. Again, my florals are from Simply Beautiful Plants and Letters to Apollo. That love divider is from Letters to Apollo. It's from, I think, last year, the year before. I have all of them and I love them. I use them sparingly. And I think I've got them in silver too. If not, I need a set in silver. And then I also use some hearts from the Pretty Pink Co. and Honey Inked. The work script is from Paper Trail Plants. And then I took Danny to the park while Nathan was at work for a little bit because I got off work early. And I used my Simply Beautiful Plants Park with Natty script. And then dinner at Boku with a white deer stationery icon. And then again, some more dividers from Alyssa Craft Shop. On Tuesday, I did schoolwork. Being a student, I have a lot of schoolwork I have to do. I took Danny to the park in the morning, did some laundry. That script is from Paper Trail Plants, of course. And then I think that is caught up. All right, let's jump to the next question. Let's see. Okay. What planner trends do you love, hate? I feel like I've had this question before, but I don't mind answering it. That was my chair squeaking, I promise. I have to say the florals are probably my favorite planner trend. And not using headers and spreads. I have kind of stepped away from that. I just find some headers bulky, so I've been using dividers as kind of like breaking up my full boxes. I'm not the only one who does it. I know Plan Mush Plans does it. I know my bestie Yana does it as well sometimes. I don't know. I've been a little bored of headers lately. So I guess because there's not too much you can do with headers, and they're pretty much all the same, whereas like dividers are so vast and you can really kind of play around and change up a spread using dividers to break up your spread. So I think Yashante Plan has done it as well, and so has Rachel. Also JC, the Virgo Plants, has also done it. If you're ever looking, by the way, if you're ever looking for some new YouTubers to check out, all of those, and of course all the girls that I collab with, check them all out. A lot of them have YouTube channels, and also Instagram handles as well. So I'm going to I'll link all those who I'm doing the collab with below, and I'm going to try and make a point to remember to link JC and Rachel and Lauren and Shantae as well, and of course Yana's Instagram as well, just because I get a lot of inspiration from like scrolling through photos and liking photos. So I feel like, yeah, that's especially those divider pieces, that is not a thing that I came up with. That is definitely a borrowed inspiration. So okay, let's see, what do I not like? I don't know. I don't think there's anything I hate. Maybe headers. Like, I hate saying headers because I do sometimes use them. I just didn't use them in the spread. I actually didn't use them at the spread at all. I think I did on my sidebar. I think there's value to them. I think I'm kind of bored with headers. So I've been just dawdling around with dividers and playing with that. So I think maybe headers. What else do I not love? I don't think there's anything I hate, but I think the last time this was asked was like colored foils. And I know a lot of you guys were like, I like foils. I love colored foils. I'm like, nah. I think it's just because unless I have like a whole set of foils and the whole kit is foiled that way, and you can do that. A lot of stores like Murdoch Talks and Simply Beautiful Plans, they offer multiple foils, especially Simply Beautiful Plans. You can actually go ahead and pick your foil per kit. So that's an easy way of doing that. If you love a pink foil or a hollow glam, or you can actually go ahead and get all of your things in that same foil, including the kit. So she makes it very easy, but because a lot of kits tend to come in rose gold, light gold, regular gold, and silver, and very few hollow now, it's hard. I don't love playing with like a blue foil with like a silver. I guess blue and silver is not bad, but like a blue foil with like a rose gold kit, that would throw me off, I think. But I think that's a trend that's kind of making its way out, if that makes any sense. So that has to be one of them. I guess there's nothing that I hate. I like my planning style that I've kind of obviously inspired by others, because we all kind of have these different trends that we follow. But I think that's it. Or like, you know what I don't love, and some people do it beautifully, is really, really busy. And this is probably the extent that I've done it. Really, really busy things happening over the date cover. Some people do it, like master it beautifully. I feel like when I do it, it's a hot mess. It is not coordinated. I think it's just not something I can do. I think a super busy top section up there throws me off too. I like balance. So maybe that's one, but like some people just do it beautifully, where it's kind of like, I wish I could do that, but I'm not going to try because I know I can't. So that might be one of them that I don't love, but I think I like more white space than like very little white space. I guess I'm a white space planner. Hate to box myself like that, but I think I am. So I hope that answers that question. Back on the page. So Tuesday afternoon, I went on a shopping trip. I basically went to go pick up dog food and dog treats. We changed up Natty's dog pack because Little Miss hates aviary. Not a fan of turkeys, not a fan of duck, not a fan of chicken. She's passed out on my couch. Loving the pork, loves fish. My dog is like a little dolphin, super into different fish. What else does she like? She likes rabbit. as someone who had rabbits her entire childhood, that's a little traumatizing. I think that's pretty much all she's enjoying. So I have to sneak in like chicken treats here and there to give her like well-rounded. Also not a fan of beef as of yesterday. So that's what I did that day. I used a really cute divider there from Crafts by Towie. It was Taco Tuesday. I love Taco Tuesday. We had Taco Wednesday yesterday and it just wasn't the same. And then I also started a new audiobook. I am reading an audiobook series by Olivia Dade. I think I was talking to Laura Lee Plants about this. I'm really enjoying her series. I actually bought her second series. It's a 3-book series. It's nice because it's not your typical little like skinny girl meets a guy. It's kind of like these really interesting, like super realistic. Okay, no, not super. I wouldn't say super realistic, but like super real bodied human being meeting a guy. And it's guys who are on a TV show, which is kind of interesting. I think the first one's called Spoiler Alert, and it's very cute. Talk about mindless reading. Like that's where my brain is lately because I'm studying so many things. And if you're wondering what that really cute little divider on top of Taco Tuesday is from, it's from Melissa Craft Shop, and I actually really kind of like that area. Okay, so let's see. Wednesdays, I had to do wedding emails. I had to email the wedding planner. I had to email our travel agents because everyone just paid for their wedding yesterday and the day before. They are completely done. So we were all setting up things for that. I was just trying to get invoices and figuring out how we're going to do things because I'm also have to turn around in about a week or so and pay for our entire wedding. So I was trying to like move things around and just figure out when dates were and who I had to pay. That is done. So that is half of our stuff done. And then I used a really cute Crafts by Towie thing. I layered it over a floral piece from Christine's Paper Studio, and I used a little tiny floral. This is something I picked up from Lauren Planmush Plans. Putting a little tiny floral on top of my icon, and not gonna lie, I like how it worked. I also went to a rowing workout. The little divider in between there is from Harriet Wright Designs. By the way, I do PR for a lot of shops. They're down in the description box below. But I went for a rowing workout. That was actually my final rowing workout. I was deep in my time of the month and not feeling it. I also decided to put that on pause, and I wanted to try F45. There's one across the street here that opened, and I have been itching to try. I know it's a little bit more intense, and I've been looking for a more intense workout anyways, so I did that. I signed up for that. I start that next week because I have to wait a week before my microblading has to kind of settle in. I can't sweat for a week, which is interesting. Never had to say that before. I also prepped lentil soup for us, and then I tidied I had Nathan tidy our barbecue because I have him clean it about every week or so because we do barbecue quite a bit on our balcony. I have a fairly large balcony, so I had him tidy that. Again, I used White Deer stationery, and then I worked on my paper, which is actually due next week. All right, so let's jump on to the next couple questions because we're coming close to the end. I'm starting on Thursday. By the way, Thursday I worked, if you're wondering. All right, let's see. What do I like most about decorative planning? I think it's just the variation. Lately, a lot of spreads have been, I know for a while, a lot of our spreads were looking very similar, but I think a lot of us are taking little pieces, finding our own with it, and running with it a little bit. I'm not the most creative person when it comes to this, but there are some really beautiful spreads that are coming out of like Rachel just does some really pretty ones. She gets really inventive with hers and her layering. I really love it. So I highly recommend you check out Rachel Gathered Plants. I think it looks pretty, it pops, and when done well, it's a gorgeous spread. I was going through my spreads from like the beginning of the year and on, and I think every single spread I'm in love with. There's about 4 that you guys haven't seen. I'm going to start posting them on Instagram. I've got photos for them. I wanted to finish them up before I do a video. I'm going to do a flip through of those 4. It's 2 in January and 2 in February that you guys haven't seen. So I'll do a flip through and a walkthrough of all 4 kits, but I'm just loving what these florals are bringing and these little decorative kind of inspirations are bringing to our spread. So kudos to those who are coming up with some really creative things. Highly, highly loving that. I just like how pretty it looks and how like bountiful it looks, especially with the florals and the depth of it. I'm loving transparent florals. I'm loving layering them behind other pieces. That is so much fun, and I love the look. All right, let's see. We have a couple of would you rather, and then I'll finish off with my week. Would you rather chocolate or flowers? Flowers. I can't have most chocolates. It's the milk in them and the sugar in them. I do like flowers. I do have florals usually I usually have a bouquet on my table. I have one on my ottoman. It's not real because it's pretty and I didn't want it to die on me, so I got a fake one. I do like florals, and I really like how they brighten up our space because our space is kind of small with a lot of white. So it really kind of adds a pop of color. Let's see. Valentines or galentines? Because, someone's going to hate me for this one. I hope Nathan never hears this. I love the idea of Valentines, but I also think that galentines should be celebrated. I love my friends too. A different kind of love again, but I have right now my anniversary is a week after Valentine's Day, and it doesn't need to be like, I don't need to celebrate two things in 1 week. So like galentines, I haven't done galentines in 2 years. It's been a while. I feel like next year, Yana, if you're listening, next year we need to do galentines. Can we please? But I love galentines. I think it's a different way to celebrate a different kind of love. It doesn't have to be commercialized where it's like, I love this person, they're going to get a gift. No, I want to celebrate love with my friends too. Come on. All right. Get gifts or go on an experience. I'm 100% experiential. I prefer memories with people over gifts. I can buy myself something. I don't need a gift. I mean, Nathan's really sweet. I got to show you guys when after our wedding, our something blue, you're going to die at my ring. Nathan bought me a gorgeous ring for something blue, and it's taking every little piece of me not to wear it. But it's very sweet. But again, very, very hard to react to something like that for me. I get very stressed out. So go on an experience because I can experience it and be in the moment and really kind of be with that person. Stay in or go out. You know what? I think because of COVID, I now want to stay. Normally I'd be like stay in 100%, but like go out. I want to go out. I want, just because of the, like, we've been in lockdown for like 2 years, go out 100%. Go to bed early or wake up late. I don't know. I think it depends on the day. I like to go to bed early, but I like waking I like waking up early. I'm usually up around 7. I have my like audiobook going for a bit. So that's kind of like my time. So I like to wake up early and listen to my audiobook. So I would say go to bed early and wake up early. I hope that answers your question. Okay, let's see what's going on the screen. All right, so on Friday, the better half of Tuesday or Thursday, I worked in the morning, and then I had a meeting for work. What did I do? I had my one-on-one for work. We had a quick call and a quick chat. I actually had one this week as well, just a regular meeting this week, just to see what's new. Lululemon is coming out with some really cool things, and so we kind of chatted about that. I also prepped my oatmeal for the week because I buy Yummy oatmeal, and it's literally called Yummy, I kid you not. It's like organic oatmeal, and you put it in little jars. So I prepped it, and then every night I pour in the almond milk, and I prep the fruit for the next morning. So I prepped my oatmeal for that. And then I also ordered Nathan's gift for our anniversary, which was just some little pieces from Lulu, the Canadian line, because that's leaving us. And then let's see, on Friday, Natty went to Dogtopia. I had a pretty cool day on Friday. Dropped Natty off at Dogtopia. I used a Give & Girl, really cute little lace piece there. And then on top of the bow box. And then I had my eyebrows microbladed. So my eyebrows are permanent. I had my first appointment. I got my second one in 3 weeks, where she does little touch-ups because there's little areas there that I think she needs to fill in a little bit more. But she just wasn't quite sure how it was going to look because my eyebrows are a little swollen and red. I have very sensitive skin, but I'm loving them already. They're nothing crazy. I didn't get like the shading or anything too much. I basically just wanted them to be filled in and all because I've had it done before and they messed it up so bad that I have like little places where hair doesn't grow. So she filled that in. It looks amazing. I don't have to touch my eyebrows. I can go in the ocean and have them like not rub off my face. So I had that done, and she comes highly recommended by 3 or 4 of my planner friends. So I went to go see her. And then my mom and I stopped into Sherry and we did some shopping. My little eyebrow icon, by the way, is from Crafts by Towie. And then let's see, we had Thai dinner, and then my parents and I sat down and we literally talked wedding logistics because now that everything was coming close, I wanted to show them what was happening, what I picked for my wedding and everything. And just talked about like just kind of like everything. And Nathan came in and joined us because he went to go play Magic the Gathering with his friends. And yeah, so if you guys have any partners who are into Magic or you're into Magic, please let me know. Because I know nothing about it. Nathan's tried to get me to play and dear heavens, am I not into it? Okay, on Saturday I worked. I usually work every Saturday morning. And then we went to the park with Natty. We took her to Cherry Beach. I had coffee with Nathan. By the way, those little bows are from Letters to Apollo and little hearts are from Honey Inked. Again, this is something I think I took inspiration from Lauren from Plan Mosh Plans from. And then I ordered some of my smoothie pieces from Revive. And then I cleaned our flippin' condo. By the way, that really pretty swirly divider is from Letters to Apollo. And then on Sunday, I took Natty to the park. We actually took her to meet her sister from the Bahamas. They played for a little bit, and then I had dinner with my parents. And that was kind of it. Nothing too crazy. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to follow all the girls below, including the ones that I mentioned, not just the girls that I collab with. I am so excited to hear all of their answers. Make sure if they're doing a video to go check out their video. And for those who are not doing a video, go check out their posts. I will have their Instagram and their YouTubes linked below. If, again, you have any questions, let me know. Or if you are also a planner YouTuber, let me know. I'm always up for collabing. I'm going to go. I'm going to see you out with some gorgeous music. I will see you in a week or so. And I also hope you liked my haul yesterday if you haven't already seen that. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe. Bye.